Alright, so GravNet. Equip a GravNet grenade, fire to throw, alt fire to lob the grenade underhand. The GravNet detonates upon landing, forcing any enemies caught within to crouch and move slowly. That would be this one.
No escape.
Alright, so they can only remove that with the same key as when you remove a dart from Cypher. And here's underthrow. That is nice. This is definitely useful.
No escape.
Like around this. Next ability. Sonic Sensor. Equip a sonic sensor, fire to deploy. The sensor monitors an area for enemies making sounds. It concusses the area if footsteps, weapon fire or significant noise are detected. So that means when we turn off the strafe here and we go for the thingy. Let's see, how far away can you be? Oh, so you have to be very, well, relatively close. This would be like a trap that you set up before enemies are pushing in. And it doesn't work straight up, so it has to be like this. Okay. So let's say that we place it there.
Listening.
Turns invisible after a while, like Cypher's utility. And then... yeah, nothing happens here. Activate this.
Wait, it's done as well? Wait, can I try it again?
And bam, just done. Very nice. Very nice. So if you play on a bomb site, for example, or you have some enemies coming in somewhere, you can place this right above here, for example. I bet that works. Let's try it here. Oh, turn off the strafing. Now let's place it far up. Let's say, I assume it stands there. We can test.
Listening.
Strafe.
Oh yeah, you can like easily...
Ah, it's not triggered. So it means the stun can probably be head level.
It's like a fade dog.
Like this.
Sound sensor up.
But if enemies are crouching and making noise, then of course it doesn't trigger. But let's see it here.
Sensor tricked.
Yeah. So as long as the blue area is in height level of view here, like this, it'll trigger, for sure. And it can be a bit more difficult to spot the utility by doing it this way. But putting it over here, yeah, too far up doesn't trigger anything. Next ability, Barrier Mesh. Equip a Barrier Mesh disc. Fire to throw forward. Upon landing, the disc generates barriers from the origin point that block character movement. So I also know that we were told by one of the devs that you can move it. You can't move through it, but you can shoot through it, you can see through it, and you can use abilities through it. So everything except movement. And that's this ability. You send her out like this. Alright, so you see, they can't move through it. And there's these small nodes. Well, when you try to go through it, this is what happens.
It shouldn't be like a sniper. Yeah. Like
So you're still able to shoot.
but I want
You can send your abilities through,
Throwing net.
just not move through. And you can destroy these small nodes. There we go. So that's destroyable. I can't remember the HP on the small ones, but the big ones,
Barrier deployed.
the big node, I mean, has 1,000 HP. And for that one, you need to dump a whole mag into it. And then my favorite ability, Annihilation, the ultimate. Equip a nanowire accelerator. Fire to unleash a pulse of nanowires that captures the first enemy contacted. The cocooned enemy is pulled along a nanowire path and will die if they reach the end, unless they're freed. The nanowire cocoon is destructible as well, meaning that if an enemy is pulled in, their teammates can save them.
Reeling them in.
Here's what it looks like. So the enemies can shoot it. You can't, as far as I know.
Pull them to their grave. Reeling them in.
So it's like a Sova light tunnel, and then an orb at the end, which is like an AoE. And if you use something like a C, and then your ulti...
Nothing there.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Hold them to their
But then a normal vandal is 0.35 though.
reeling
There
them
we
in.
go.
Hold them to their grave. Reeling them in.
Ah,
Yeah, the new duck now.
this is a really cool ability. So, yeah, if enemies... oh, I don't know. Okay, so I know that if enemies don't reach the end here, they will be freed after a certain timer. And also, if you're, let's say, super close to an enemy, like this,
Reeling them in.
it'll just take a super long time for them to reach the end destination. And it's a set timer. It has to be a set timer. So regardless of the distance to an enemy, the timer is always the same, and there's no way you can modify it either. So any brimstone ability or anything doesn't work. You bounce it like this, or you don't have to bounce it, but you shoot at them, whatever you can bounce it. And yeah, if it's further away, they go faster. And if we do something like, let's say, like this.
Nothing there.
Oh, I missed. All right.
To their grave. Reeling them in.
Now we see them being pulled in here. It should be possible to do it where they get pulled around as well.
Reeling them in.
Alright, so you see, it even works up in the roof. There's gonna be some very cool ways to use this. And yeah, if you're around a corner, it gets pulled around until it reaches you, and then bam, they're dead, unless they're free. And I don't think you can use it on... yeah, enemies only. So only enemies. It could be helpful for enemies where maybe you want to reposition or something. I don't know why you would, but you'll be pulled towards the location of Deadlock when where she uses it. So for example, if Deadlock is here, then you'll be pulled to this location. If Deadlock is over here, then you'll be pulled to this location. And let's say that enemies are shooting the cocoon. What happens is that the enemy gets freed, and they will have a moment where they're vulnerable. For example, they drop down, they have the equip time, and then they can do stuff. But before that, yeah, you can shoot them. You can shoot them, and you have your moment to kill them. And you really have to be creative, I think, with Deadlock, because if you're very obvious in how you pull the enemies like this,
Reeling them in.
it's gonna be easy to just shoot the cocoon. It's like a gecko flash, you know, you just shoot it. In terms of HP for the ability, 200 to 300 HP, somewhere there. And yeah, it's a considerable amount of bullets, but not too many. Thanks so much for watching the video. Make sure that you hit the like and subscribe button, and also the notification bell. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.